Hey everyone, this is Garrett from GS Lighting Solutions, and welcome to a special tutorial video that I'm going to be doing of the effects engine on the AirDMX. Let's go! So in previous videos on this series, I went over basic operations, how to program setup, how to create cues, and how to do other things within the AirDMX system. But since those videos, they came out with an update, and the update included these buttons right here, which you see: Effect, Save Effect, and Play Effect. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and go over the different effects and how to use them. So the first step you want to do before you go in and start looking at effects is you want to create some custom groups. When you're in your effects program, I'll go ahead and show you, it doesn't give you the option to just, when you say choose fixtures, it doesn't give you the option to go anything other than custom groups. As you can see, I have 3 different custom groups here. So I'll go back, and so right here, you can see I have a custom group for my moving lights, for my LED park hands, and then one for all the lights that I'm going to be using in this tutorial. So the easiest way to create a group is right here on the plus button. You create a group, and then you can create. So I'll just create a group just to kind of show you, go over how to create a group. Just select my 2 strobe lights. And I'll hit that, hit OK, and then you can go in here and hit edit, tap up top where it says there, custom 3, and I'll just say strobes, return, hit OK, and there you go. So you can custom, let's just change the names on these to my Ultra Lux 7s. Return, hit OK, and this one, custom group, let's say Phantoms. Alright, so now that I have all my groups named, what you want to do is you go into your effects. So this is your effects editor window. So I'll go ahead and show you some of the different features. Let's choose fixtures here, and I'm going to select all my Ultralux 7s. Just hit OK, and as you can see, these are the lights. There's 4 lights that are selected. It tells me which ones they are and what their numbers, address, and all that kind of stuff. So over here, you see shutter and dimmer, RGB effect, and pan and tilt. If your light has a CMY effect, that would be lit up. But because my lights don't work off of CMY, I don't have the options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create an effect and hit edit so I can change number of colors. Alright, so you can go all the way up to 12 different colors on this effect, and it changes based off of the different items. As you can see, I have sinus wave, night rider, strobe, a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to just change some of the speed and the size up of it, and then once you get your effects till you think you like it, it won't let you kind of preview the effect, but what you do is you hit create. And there it is. What you see is that I have a rainbow effect going, but I also have an effect that I didn't clear out from the previous time that I was using this program. So you can go ahead and just let it run out, and when it's done, it goes away. So the way to go ahead and get rid of an unwanted effect You go into effect, and then you still have all the light fixtures selected. You want to go into shutter dimmer, and as you see, my random shutter is selected. So all you do is click that and it undoes it. And then I'll just go back into here, create that, and I'll hit create. And as you can see, my lights are doing the rainbow effect that I created. So now, when you have an effect that you like, all you have to do is hit save effect and go and select a program that you want to save it to. You want to save this cue to program 7, hit yes. And there you go. You have a effect saved into a program. This will allow you to use the effect whenever you want. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and go into my editor and select my effect. And so you can, daisy chain, you can build effects just like you would a normal program. But what I like to do for this is I like to just change the loop to infinity. This allows the program to continue to run so that you don't have to worry about it stopping and going off. So I'll just go back, and now that I'm ready, just go ahead and hit my editor, and there you go. So, and it works like any program. You just double click it and it goes off. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some movement. So I will go to my phantoms, hit OK, and let's see, make sure take the rainbow off. And as you can see, I previously used it with a figure 8 effect. So I am going to change it to a cross line. And you have a few different options right here. You have phasing. Phasing allows you to kind of offset how the lights move. So right now it says it's not enabled. So by default, it is moving the same way. So I'm just going to hit OK because I want to just change that up a bit. So I'm going to change it to 115. I'm going to change my speed and my size up. And you have a couple different options right here. You have no phasing, wave, 2-wave, 3-wave. Then you have your invert. You can invert your lights and how you want it. But for this purpose, I'm just going to leave it no invert, and I'll create the effect. So as you can see, I created a pretty interesting look. So let's say that that's not the effect you like. Let's go ahead and go back into my editor, and I'll click on pan and tilt. So this was the one I used. So I'll just change it a little bit. Keep the size up, but I'm going to drop the speed down. And as you can see, my lights are a little bit slower, but still doing the program. So when you have the program that you like, just hit save effect, and you go into the next program and hit save. So let's go ahead and try a different type of effect. Go into my effect, and for this one I'm going to select all my lights. So they're all selected. So I'll just make sure that I have all unwanted, so that take that effect off. Alright, so for this one I'm going to go into my dimmer and shutter mode. So as you can see, I have a couple different shutter and dimmer effect options. I have fly in, fly out. I have pulse, dimmer, random shutter, and random dimmer. So what I am going to do, I'm going to do a pulse. And you hit the edit, and it pulls up all the items. So I'm going to select a 3-wave pulse, invert. I am just going to do sim 1. Alright, so now that I have it created, let's see, bring my size down and I'll create. So it kind of has this kind of a dimming effect. You can kind of see it a little bit. And it looks okay, but I'm just going to go ahead and maybe change that effect a bit. Alright, so I go to edit. And I'm going to change dimmer, edit dimmer, and go do my size. And size and speed, try second wave, and random for invert. Alright, so I'm gonna hit create. And as you can see, I have this kind of dimming in and out effect. And I'm pretty happy. That looks like a pretty cool effect. So I'm just going to go ahead and save my effect into the next one. Alright, saved into that program, which is great. So far I've been just going over how to do single effects in this program. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create multiple effects and put it all together into one kind of really crazy effect. As you can see, I have all my lights selected so that I can create the effect that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and first of all, now that I have all my lights selected, I'll hit my pan and tilt. So I am going to do my figure eights. Let's go figure that out. Edit eights and two wave phasing. I'll do my speed down, kind of like that. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my rainbow effect. Edit. Alright, you can also go ahead and, on the colors, as you can see, when I change the amount of colors I want, I can go from 2 up to 12 colors. I can change it and make it custom, how many colors and what type of colors I want. So, in here, you can just select here and it gives you a color wheel. And you can select kind of the color that you like. Alright, so I like that one. You turn. And there you go. So now that I have that effect built, I'm going to go ahead and do one more effect. And I like my dimmer effect that I created. So now I technically have a pan and tilt, an RGB effect, and a dimmer shutter effect going. So if I hit create, you can see I have moving lights. I have lights that are dimming in and out in different orders. All kind of doing some crazy stuff. And now that I have that effect I like, just hit yes. Let me save the effect. So I'm going to clear that out. Hit my edit. And hit back. There you go. So now I just created 4 different effects, and so the difference between a program and an effect that you built, you can kind of see it says effects right there. So if I go into like another program that I created, like random colors, it doesn't have the effects name, it just has the number of cue stacks that you built into that program. So like if I click that, that's basically like a program that I created. But it's not an actual effect. So I'll clear that out and go back to there. That's some basic stuff on this program. It takes a little getting used to, but it's a pretty decent effect engine, and when you know how to use it properly and best use it with your lighting, you can probably come up with some pretty amazing stuff. If you have any questions or would like me to kind of try and figure something specific out, feel free to leave it in the comments below, or you can email me. I'll leave that in the description. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Also, if you have a specific topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, please leave it in the comments below. If you want to check out more of my videos, check the links over here. See you in the next video.